Now, let me see. If sine 50, you look at the first quadrant. Is 50. Okay. P actually is equal to P over 1. Then this P is 1, this square root 1 minus P square. Okay. So this first quadrant. Now, if you have cosine 50, then it's very straightforward. That means square root 1 minus P square over 1. Okay. Now, this one is in the third quadrant. So this one basically third quadrant. So you draw this. Two, three hole is all the way until here. And this 50 degree. Okay, for this, you gotta take this, but this one is in the negative y. This negative x, so it's minus square root 1 minus P square. Okay, because this is used on the xy coordinate, is negative x, this negative y. Okay, so for this answer, sine 130 is equal to minus P, this one here, over, 230 over 1, which gives you minus P sine 230 is minus P negative y over hypotenuse, which is always positive. It is. Okay. Now, cosine 40, see, you are given 50. Now I'm asking you to find 90. You cannot get the answer straight away from here. Why? Because this is not 50. But you know that sine 40 is actually, you look at this, sine 40 is equal to cosine 90 minus 40. Let me repeat. Sine 40, because this given one is sine 50, so I cannot straight away use sine 40. So I have to look at this. Sine theta, sine 40 is equal to cosine 90 minus 40. So this becomes cosine 90 minus 40, which gives you cosine 50. Okay, so basically it should be the same answer as this, which is square root 1 minus P square over 1. Okay, now what about this? This one, let's apply this principle here. Tangent minus 180 degree. If you look at this formula here, it's actually equal to minus tangent 130. Okay. Now, let's do this first. Tangent 30 basically is actually in the second quadrant. Okay. So in the second quadrant, here is 130, so here is 50. In this case, here is negative. So there is minus square root 1 minus P square. This one is P. This one. So that the x value is actually negative. Okay, so minus tangent of this basic angle is P over minus 1 minus P squared. So it works out to be P over square root 1 minus P square. Okay? So this one, we take out the negative, we work along the anti-clockwise. Okay? Now, tangent minus 30 can be, we can work on using the negative angle. So if you go this way, it's 130 minus 130 will come to here, which also gives you 50 degree. Okay. Now using the basic angle, so D would be minus P is minus 1 minus P square. Okay. Now the tangent of minus 130 is equal to, I'm talking about this one now. Tangent minus 30 is the basic angle in the third quadrant. The tangent is minus P over minus 1 minus P square. Cancel. You got P over square root 1 minus P square. Okay, you compare the result of the same. One is you take out the negatives using this formula and you work on the second quadrant. Get this. This one is taking the negative direction. It will bring you to the third quadrant, and based on that, you will notice that you still get the same answer. Okay, now let's look at what about this? Okay, let's start off with this first. Cosine 160. Is in the second quadrant. So 160 degree is 160. So here become 20. Okay, 20. So this is the basic angle in the second quadrant. This is equal to minus P, which is also Q, minus Q over 1. So this is cosine. Cosine, therefore, this Q, this 1, is negative, because this is a negative x value. So cosine of this is minus Q over 1. So give you this value. Then this one actually is square root 1 square 1 minus Q. If you put a negative of the Q, rub it off. Negative. Wait, this is negative Q. Rub off here first. So this is square root 1 minus Q square, which gives you square root 1 minus Q square. Okay, now if you want tangent or cosine of this, then it will be this quadrant. This quadrant is basically the square root 1 minus Q square, and then this one is Q, this one.